Hey guys, OG Albini here, and as a competitive Pokemon player, I am so excited for Megas to return this year in Pokemon Legends ZA. Megas are by far my favorite generational gimmick in Pokemon, and I'm really hoping that in ZA or in Gen 10, we can use these beefed up mons in a competitive context once again. In anticipation of Megas returning in ZA, I want to go over 5 Mega Pokemon I would love to see when the new games come out. But wait, there's a twist. All of the Megas I will be going over today, you can use. The GPL is a Pokemon Draft League in which they have their own custom Pokemon Showdown client where they have 106 custom Megas you can use. I'll be sure to link it down in the description below alongside a doc listing all of the awesome Megas their staff has created. I also want to give a big shout out to Juke, Zero, and Granbell, who are the owners of this awesome league, for allowing me to use their art for the Megas in this video. I definitely recommend joining their Discord server. I've played in the GPL Draft League a ton of times and it's a great community. If you guys do enjoy today's video going over some fun Megas, be sure to drop a like on the vid as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We just recently hit 4K subscribers and I have a lofty goal of 10,000 by the end of the year, and the only way I can get there is if you help me out in reaching that goal. With that being said, let's jump right into it. The Megas I'll be showcasing today are ones I think Game Freak could actually dip into making this time around in ZA. We've seen 4 other pseudo-legendary Pokemon get Megas in Tyranitar, Salamence, Metagross, and Garchomp, so why not one more? Introducing Mega Hydreigon. I think another reason this guy is pretty likely to be seen in some form is due to how little Mega representation Gen 5 has at the moment, only consisting of the lackluster Audino. This Hydreigon gets the Mega Garchomp treatment, losing a bit of speed but getting astronomically better in its defenses and especially its attacking stats. This is accented even further with the ability Adaptability. I don't think you realize how strong Draco Meteors coming off of Adaptability and a base 170 special attack is. You killed Ting Lu after a spike at +2. That's ridiculous. Nothing Oko's Ting Lu. Not only do you have this option, you also have 150 attack and a great physical move pool alongside Dragon Dance. This Hydreigon is a menace, really only balanced by being checked by fairies and its slight speed drop. If we were to pair this guy with any other Pokemon, I'd say Pokemon like Iron Treads and Galarian Slowking are great options as they check fairies really well and can grab nice momentum into Hydreigon, letting it throw off more attacks. Here's some quick sample sets you could run on this Hydreigon in a single battle context. Next up, we have an absolute fan favorite in Raichu. Its pre-evolution being the mascot of the franchise has unfortunately led to Raichu getting neglected a little bit, so I think a Mega Fort would make perfect sense. I love the concept the GPL team had for Mega Raichu, giving it Battle Bond. For those unaware, Battle Bond was reworked in Generation 9 to give its user +1 to its attack, special attack, and speed upon the first time they get a KO. With its massive buff to both of its attacking stats of 110 and 130, as well as its speed of 120, Raichu actually becomes a threatening Pokemon once it gets a KO. Think of Battle Bond Greninja. This is just an objectively stronger Pokemon than that. It boasts a great move pool for an electric type as well, packing Grass Knot and Surf for ground types and Alluring Voice for dragons. I'd personally use Raichu along some really strong hazard stack options, like Ting Lu or Hisuian Samurott. You can either go with a standard special attacking stat, maybe with Nasty Plot, or dip into its strong physical move pool. Heck, being a mixed attacker is an option as well. Let's keep it rolling with Gen 1, guys. Next, we have one of my favorite designs that GPL has to offer in Mega Arcanine. I feel like Arcanine getting a Mega just makes sense. Let it be the true legendary Pokemon that its Pokedex entries say it is. This Pokemon is actually very simple design-wise and how it can be used competitively. Mega Arcanine has the ability Own Tempo, not only making it immune to Intimidate, but also making it immune to becoming confused in any way. This leads into the second part of its design, becoming a Fire and Dragon type. Well, how does Own Tempo have anything to do with being a Fire Dragon type, you may ask? Well, 2 moves, Outrage and Raging Fury. 2 moves with incredible power that now essentially have 0 drawback. Being able to spam Outrage and Raging Fury with no downside at all, on top of a base 140 attack and 115 speed, is pretty insane. Okay, it's not true, there are obvious drawbacks, yes, as you do become locked into the move upon making contact with it. However, what's switching in consistently to these moves? Why switch moves after that? Keep in mind, we still have Arcanine's other great tools in Morning Sun, Will-O-Wisp, and Extreme Speed. You also have a very usable special attack stat in 110, allowing Arcanine to flex into the support role and not have to worry about being locked into attacks. Once again, here's some stats you might be able to use on this Arcanine. We'll take a brief break from the Kanto region and head right over back to Unova with our next Mega. Introducing Mega Zoroark. Zoroark is a fan favorite and honestly one of the most important Pokemon in competitive history. It's the sole reason we now have team preview in battles due to its illusion ability. Despite this, man, it just kinda sucks. GPL's Mega Zoroark fixes that. In fact, it's one of the Draft League's strongest custom mons. However, how it works can be a bit confusing. We'll start off with the easy changes first. First off, Zoroark gains the poison typing, giving it super strong stab sludge bombs, which is great for annoying fairies that stuff your dark stabs currently. It also gains an astronomical boost to its offensive stats. 130 attack, 140 special attack, and 135 speed. This guy was absolutely min-maxed out the wazoo. Physical, special, and mix hits are unbelievably strong. Lastly, let's tackle its ability, Macabuse, if I'm saying that correctly. Macabuse is essentially illusion, but when Mega Zoroark is disguised, it gains a massive 1.3 times power boost to its attacking stats. This is essentially a life orb boost for free, making Zoroark ridiculously strong when it's under its disguise and so hard to switch into. Now, how does this ability work with illusion? Essentially, once you Mega, you will reveal that you have Mega evolved with the subsequent text that pops up on the screen after clicking the Mega button. But you will keep your disguise in that instance, and then get your attack boost. Does it suck that you essentially reveal your disguise? Yes, but the power boost is so devastating that it honestly doesn't matter if they know. Plus, once you click an attack with Zoroark, you're typically self-reporting anyways. Also, if you don't lose your disguise, you can switch out, then switch back in, while still being disguised and keeping your boost. It's also important to note that you cannot have your disguise broken before Mega Evolving. I think this mon would be insanely good. The only issue is it's very convoluted in practice, and probably as a game developer, so I don't think an ability like this is likely. But I just thought it was way too cool to not show off in this video. Here's some more dope sample sets you can run if you try it out on the server. Lastly, we're going to head back to Kanto for another fan favorite, and honestly a super iconic mon in Lapras. Lapras is another Pokemon that has fallen off quite hard with stat creep. This, plus the Gen 1 nostalgia that Game Freak loves to play into, plus Lapras being the Surf mon in Kalos, makes it somewhat likely to get a Mega in ZA. Let's take a look at GPL's take on Mega Lapras. First off, it gets much bulkier, much stronger, and a little bit faster as well. The big change comes in its new ability, Frosty Resurgence. This ability will give Lapras a bit of healing with each attack it lands, 1/4 the amount of damage it does in particular. This majorly ups the longevity of Lapras, and it makes its super spammable stab combo even better. With the added bulk and power, this Lapras is an absolute beast of a tank and very difficult to take down. I love the idea of a sub-Whirlpool set, really bullying and taking advantage of more fatter and passive Pokemon. You just have to ensure that you can keep hazards away so that your Lapras can find multiple switch-ins to do its thing. That is going to be the 5 Megas we're going over from the GPL Custom Mega Draft League. Let me know what you guys thought of these. Again, huge shouts to the GPL for letting me kind of discuss their Megas and talk about them. It's a really, really fun community, really fun server. I definitely recommend you go check it out in the description below. And please let me know if there's other Megas you want me to cover from this GPL Mega list, or if you want me to do more and you want to be surprised on which ones we go over. There's 106 Megas. We literally just went over 5 of them. There is so many fun options. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know if you guys want to see more like kind of discussion, speculation, fake mon type content and things like that, because I really enjoy it, so I hope you enjoy it too. Drop a like if you enjoyed, sub if you're new. See you guys in the next one. Later.